And at last, I come to the main point. John specifies how Christians overcome this satanic rage. John specifies how Christians overcome this satanic rage. Verse 10. Now have come the salvation and the power and the kingdom of our God and the authority of his Messiah. For the accuser of our brothers and sisters who accuses them before our God day and night has been hurled down. They triumphed over him, number one, by the blood of the Lamb. Number two, by the word of their testimony. Number three, because they did not love their lives so much as to shrink from death. So they overcome him by the blood of the Lamb. The great redemptive act that freed them from their sins, which is the way the book of Revelation opens up in chapter 1, verse 5, establishes their right to reign with Christ, chapter 5, verse 9. The kingdom has come. It's dawning even now, waiting for the consummation when the kingdoms of this world and become the kingdoms of our Lord and of his Christ, and he shall reign forever. This picture of the accuser of our brothers, it's awful. What we're to think of is something like this. Satan saying to God, as he says in effect with respect to Job, you think that that particular Christian is so faithful? You have no idea how weak he is, God. That John Piper, that D.A Carson, they've got hearts that are steeped in unbelief. And you call them your sons? How can you in your holiness pretend to maintain your holiness and have dealings with people as disgusting as that? Constantly accusing us before God. Constantly accusing us in our own consciences. In every front, the devil, who is himself steeped in rebellion and sin, making much of our rebellion and sin to destroy us. That's right. And to call God down for not being as holy as God claims to be. He's the accuser of the brothers. And now he's been hurled down. Why? They triumphed over him by the blood of the Lamb. Picture two Jews by the name of Smith and Brown, remarkably Jewish names. The day before the first Passover, having a little discussion in the land of Goshen. And Smith says to Brown, "Boy, are you a little nervous about what's going to happen tonight?" Brown says, "Well, God told us what to do through his servant Moses. You don't have to be nervous. Haven't you slaughtered the lamb and daubed the two doorposts with blood, put blood on the lintel? Haven't you done that? You're all ready and packed to go? You're going to eat the whole Passover meal with your family?" Well, of course I've done that. I'm not stupid. But it's still pretty scary when you think of all the things that have happened around here recently, flies and river turning to blood, and it's pretty awful. And now there's a threat of the firstborn being killed. It's all right for you. You got 3 sons. I've only got 1. And I love my Charlie, and the angel of death is passing through tonight. I know what God says, and I put the blood there, but it's pretty scary. I'll be glad when this night is over. And the other one responds, "Bring it on. I trust the promises of God." That night, the angel of death swept through the land. Which one lost his son? And the answer, of course, is neither. because death doesn't pass over them on the ground of the intensity or the clarity of the faith exercised, but on the ground of the blood of the Lamb. That's what silences the accuser. The blood silences the accuser of the brothers as he accuses us before God. He silences our consciences when he accuses us directly. How many times do we writhe in agony asking if God can ever love us enough, if God can ever care for us enough after we've done such stupid, sinful, rebellious things, after being Christians for 40 years? What are you going to say? Well, you know, God, I tried hard, you know. I did my best. It was a bad moment. No. I have no other argument. I need no other plea. It is enough that Jesus died and that he died for me. We overcome him by the blood of the Lamb. There is the ground of all human assurance before God. There is the ground of our faith, not guaranteeing intensity of faith, so fickle are we. It's not the intensity of our faith, but the object of our faith that saves. They overcome him on the ground of the blood of the Lamb.